Hi, I'm Dr. Malcolm Cook, a program director at the Lowy Institute. Rising great power rivalry in East Asia could seriously damage Australia's economic future. Australia's four largest trading partners are Japan, China, the USA, and South Korea. Northeast Asian stability is vitally important for Australia. Northeast Asia is the most crowded great power region in the world, with China, Japan, the United States, and Russia all rubbing up against each other. Only the US-Japan relationship is a predictable and cooperative one. Asia will only be stable if Japan and China learn to live with each other as great powers. Northeast Asia has no functioning regional security body, and official Asian economic regionalism has become an arena for Japan-China-US competition, even though commercial linkages are growing stronger. Japan's new security assertiveness, including the joint declaration with Australia, has bipartisan support and is being driven by concerns over China's defense spending. What can hit Taiwan from China can also hit Japan. There is ongoing concern that the US is going soft on a nuclear North Korea. China-US security competition is happening on many levels and is no longer a regional concern for the US, but a global one. China is moving from a brown water defensive navy to a blue water one with extra regional reach, with a particular emphasis on submarines. China is moving from being a regional power to a global one. The China-US relationship is the single most important relationship in the world, and yet is one of the most undetermined, with strong forces in both capitals pushing for cooperation and for strategic rivalry. Most countries in the region are seeking closer ties with China and the United States at the same time. Their greatest fear is to have to choose between one or the other. China-US rivalry guarantees that the United States will stay deeply engaged in the region. If the trading relationship sours or becomes overly politicized, this will strengthen concerns over strategic rivalry and undercut other countries' economic integration with China. Commercial relations are bringing the powers of East Asia closer together, even if strategic concerns are pushing the other way. Taiwan's domestic politics is pushing the island further away from the mainland, adding a new risk factor to US-China management of cross-strait relations. If Taiwan sees that time is on China's side, they may make a sprint for independence, possibly dragging the United States to defend a democratic Taiwan against China, a communist one-party state. There seems no doubt that a China +1 or +2 investment strategy is a good hedge against potential trade sanctions against China. Asian powers' thirst for control over secure energy supplies overseas will intensify, and military spending in the region is likely to stay high, with China shifting towards increased arms purchases. Japan, Korea, China, Taiwan, and even the United States are all concerned about being isolated regionally. Uncertainty remains as to how each would react if they felt isolated by the others. At the moment, commercial forces in East Asia are working against those of strategic rivalry. We will need to continue to both strengthen these commercial ties and influence regional governments to put them ahead of fears of rivalry. This is particularly important for Australia, who is not part of the strategic rivalry and can act as an honest, outside voice of reason.